Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a full glam makeup look featuring some of my absolute favorite products. From a radiant base to a bold lip, I've got you covered. I'm going to use some really new products that I haven't used before. I've been testing them. We are going to review the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Concealer and the Glow Serum Foundation in this video as well. The lure of a glowy foundation is always too much for me to resist, so I couldn't wait to try the new Givenchy Prisme Libre foundation. I have a full review following in this video. Before we jump into makeup, let's prep our skin. I finally have my hands on the Caudalie vinoperfect brightening dark spot serum. I've had this on my mind for a while. And this is a very expensive serum. It's about $156. So I waited for the Sephora sale to buy it. The serum is a game changer for evening out skin tone and giving that natural glow. I apply a few drops and gently massage it in. When I applied it under the Pat McGrath, it did quite dry out. But I'm wondering if that's the Pat McGrath foundation in itself rather than the Vino Prep, because this is quite moisturizing. Let's see how it goes with the Givenchy. Next, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. This primer has a jelly-like texture that smooths out any texture and controls oil. Of all the primers I've tried, this is the best one to give you that blur effect. It's perfect for creating a flawless base. I apply it to the center of my face where I've got pores. For the foundation, I'm reaching for the Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation in the shade 5 Neutral or 5N. This foundation offers medium buildable coverage. I think it's more light to medium coverage with a radiant finish. It evens out my complexion without feeling heavy. It's supposed to be made with 97% natural origin ingredients. Key components include water, C912 alkane, capric triglyceride, propanediol, glycerin. The propanediol, C9 alkane are all solvents. Glycerin to moisturize the skin. Cocoa caprate, it's an emollient. Mica, a loom for the luminous glowy finish. Titanium offers opacity and sun protection. And iron oxide, which impacts the color to the foundation. Shades, it comes in 30 shades and 3 undertones, cool, natural and warm. Cool is more for pink and red undertones, neutral is for neutral undertones and warm is for yellow or golden undertones. I use the neutral undertone. It took me years to figure that out, that I'm neutral undertone, because all foundations looked yellow on my face. The shade range is quite narrow, which I'm a bit upset about. Although this is the case, the foundation match I feel is better than the Armani. Although it has a larger shade range, it's a bit more yellow than this one. For contour, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Match Stix Matte Contour Stick in Truffle. This contour stick blends with the brush. It does take a bit of work so you can blend. It doesn't blend easily for me, but it does give a natural shadow. It does sculpt my face as well. I've had this for a few, and that's probably why it's a bit hard to blend it in, but I love this contour. It's been there with me for at least 10 years. I keep repurchasing it. So these days I use a brush to contour my nose rather than applying it directly. I found this is much more easy to blend than applying it directly. Going back to the foundation, the Givenchy Prisme Libre offers hydration and a glowing finish throughout the day. As I said, coverage is light to medium but buildable. Finish is luminous and dewy, enhancing natural radiance. It cost me about 120 Australian dollars, and I would compare this to the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which is about the same price, I think $115. I think the Givenchy is suitable for those seeking a natural radiant finish with skincare benefit. The problem I find with this, it's quite glowy. So it just highlights the textures in the center of my face until I powder it. So you do need to powder this to dampen the glowiness a little bit. For the concealer, I'm using the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skincare Concealer, which is a lightweight hydrating concealer designed to offer medium coverage with a radiant finish. It's formulated with 95% natural ingredients, including glycerin, some cornflower extract, and it's supposed to provide 24-hour hydration and a smoothing effect. Delivers medium coverage, which is what I like. I don't like full coverage foundation or concealer because I don't have pigmentation or under eye circles at the moment. Hydration 24 hours, and so it's suitable for dry skin types. I have a combination skin type, and on application and wear test, I did find there's a little bit of dewiness that comes, but the foundation stays and there is no pilling. It did not settle into my crease or make my fine lines prominent under my eyes. The pros of this concealer: lightweight and comfortable on the skin, blends seamlessly, offering a luminous finish suitable for sensitive or mature skin due to its hydrating properties. Not all people like this foundation, although the shades offer narrower range. It's more suitable for people looking for medium coverage, and I like it, but I did see quite a bit of negative feedbacks on the websites and blogs and vlogs as well. Cons, because it's not full coverage, not everyone would like it. It may show some of your imperfections. And there's been varying degree of report of, creasing, which I didn't have with mine. For the blush, I'm using the Sephora Colourful Blush in the shade 29 Fascinated. It's a beautiful peachy shade that adds a healthy flush to the cheeks and very brown skin friendly. I'm using this to warm up my complexion along with the bronzer I would be using from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 4 Deep. This blush is not patchy, and that's why I like it. It's very smooth to blend in. You may have noticed I did not use a liquid blush. I had all intentions of using the Armani Luminous Silk blush in the shade Vivid Orange, but I just forgot to apply the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer, hands down, along with my Estee Lauder, but I like the Charlotte Tilbury slightly more than the Estee Lauder. It's a finely milled matte bronzing powder designed to provide a sun-kissed glow with a smooth, airbrushed finish. It's formulated with hyaluronic acid to hydrate the skin and is free from parabens, fragrances, and gluten, making it suitable for sensitive skin types. So I'm using my translucent powder from Hourglass to set my concealer in. This is in the shade Medium. This powder is lightweight and blurs imperfection, giving a soft focus finish. I do like this along with the Laura Mercier setting powder that I use. When you apply a concealer, it's so important to apply a setting powder because it avoids having creases. And this setting powder specifically reduces the glowiness that the Givenchy foundation gives and makes my pores exaggerated. This just sets it all in place and blurs out the pore, and that's why I like this setting powder. To further sculpt, I'm using the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector in Dark. This product adds warmth and enhances the contour, and it gives a little bit of shimmer in the upper cheekbones, just giving that little bit of reflection of light to the face. It's almost like a finishing bronzer. For the highlighter, I'm using the Max Factor Facefinity Highlighter Powder. This highlighter gives a subtle all-day glow. For eyeshadow, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. Aucoin, maybe. the Contour eyeshadow palette in medium along with the Morphe Artistry Palette. This is one of my favorite neutral palette. The Kevyn Aucoin is quite shimmery and it gives a subtle glow. I like this palette because it's actually so shimmery that you just need very little and it's not in your face either. It just gives you that elegant shimmeriness to your eyelids, which I love. I've changed the way I apply my eyeshadow on the crease. I bring it all the way into the center and then keep the inner corners and the border of the lid brightened. This just gives my eyes a lifted look and opens up my eyes rather than just giving a dark eyeshadow in the outer corners. The Morphe eyeshadow cost me about $25, but it's so beautiful, just so smooth, blends evenly. So I googled the pronunciation. It is Kevyn Aucoin. This is a professional makeup artist palette which features 6 highly pigmented, buildable and blendable shades ranging from matte to satin finish. The formula is talc-free and can be used wet or dry, allowing for versatile looks from natural to dramatic. I've used the shade medium. There's also a light, medium, deep and deep. It's very smooth application and long-lasting wear. Lastly, I've used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray to lock everything in place. This setting spray ensures my makeup stays intact all day. I do tend to use the setting spray before I apply my eyeshadow or eye makeup because I want the concealer and the foundation not to move. For eyeliner, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Gel Eyeliner in Brown Denim. This gel eyeliner glides on smoothly and stays put all day. There are very few brown eyeliners, especially the gel ones, that show on the brown skin and look very subtle at the same time. And this is one of those, and this is drugstore. I am yet to find a Sephora one that is as good as this one. I'm keeping an eyeliner very subtle and keeping the lower lash line bare as we're going to do a very bright lip and I don't want things to clash. Instead of going with a liquid eyeliner first, I generally tend to go with the gel eyeliner as they are easy to work with and then give you a base so you can apply the liquid eyeliner. For the liquid one, I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Eyeliner in the shade Milk Chocolate. I'm using the Mecca Max Lash Curler. This is almost equivalent to the Shiseido one, which is supposed to be the best eyelash curler. For the mascara, I'm using the Bare Minerals Maximist Phytofiber Volumizing Mascara, which is a vegan, cruelty-free mascara designed to deliver instant volume and fortify lashes over time. For the lip liner, I'm using the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in shade Limitless Brown. I had the wrong impression the first time I used it because I applied it on the lip gloss. So on bare lips, mattified lip, this pencil is versatile and it's so good. I think this is my all-time favorite and I can see why people rave about it. I love this pencil. Going back to the mascara, that's one of my favorite mascaras. It just lengthens and thickens my lashes. For the lips, I'm using the Christian Dior Rouge Dior Liquid 999 Matte. This liquid lipstick is a classic red that adds a bold pop of color without it being in your face. It gives you that French red look and that's why I love this. I just dab it in and then apply it with my fingers. I use the brush then to blend the lip liner in and it gives that blurred effect of the lips. Just like to darken it because we're wearing a sari that is in a creamish white color with a little bit of stones on it. I love the sari because it was the first gift from my husband 20 years ago, and I've kept it safely, and I wear it only for rare occasions. I just change the blouse and match it to the occasion, and that is the finished look, my friends. I think this foundation is great. It gives you a very natural light to medium coverage. It gives you a fresh, glowing complexion. It is quite light reflecting because of the micro pearls and light revealing oil. So just be a bit careful if you are too oily. But I love this. I am a combination skin. I think the finish is very beautiful. It just gives you that glow that is worth the money. Now, if we compare to my Armani Luminous Silk, I like the matte finish of the Armani. So Armani still wins. Thank you, guys.